Right, so in today's video it's going to be all about the newly released firmware version with the DJI FLY app. So this update is going to make the home point a lot more convenient and easy to use, especially for beginners, as now the home point is going to be on the home screen as you're flying there, so you don't have to toggle through the menus to find it. Now this firmware version is going to come in real handy if you're hiking like I am right now, or you're in a car, boat or bike, because when you've had your home point updated as it does automatically and then you move several hundred meters or maybe a few miles, if you get anything wrong or any interference with that reception, that drone's going to go straight back to its home point, which may be a mile or two away or several hundred meters away there. So you've always got to make sure that home point is refreshed if you're moving around there. So in today's video I'm going to be concentrating on testing that new firmware update with the home point there, as I'm going to be moving locations. First I'm just going to be in a static position. I'm going to automatically let the drone update its home point. Then I'm going to move away from it, hit return to home, and you'll see it go back to the original place where I took off. I'll stop that, I'll relocate, I'll refresh and update the new home point, and then I'll let it come back and you'll see exactly what I mean and exactly what this firmware update is going to bring there. And I'll also be testing out the active track with that new home point button. I'll be selecting my active track, the green box around the subject, which is me. I'll be walking away, and as I'm walking away we'll have his old return to home point located, and then I'll be walking as it's tracking me. Again, I'll hit the return to home, you'll see it fly off where we'll have launched the drone. I'll stop it, I'll refresh the home point with that new button, and then the drone's going to come back to me, as you'll see. So today I'm using the DJI RC Pro along with the Mavic 3 Pro to do these tests. So let me get to the top of this hill, we'll get the drone up, and then we'll continue with that newly released firmware. Here we go. Right, I've got the drone set up ready to take off now. So let's just start screen recording. That way you'll be able to see in real time what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's get the drone up. Right, so now you can see the home point updated on the screen, that yellow H. And I'm going to walk away from that, and then we'll be able to see exactly how this new firmware operates here. So let's just pretend I'm back there where the yellow H is and I'm flying around and I'm not going to move whatsoever. Then you don't need to do what I'm about to do, but I'm just showing you exactly what this new firmware does today, so you know exactly if it's what you want and if you want to update your drone or not. And the DJI FLY app there. Right, so now I've moved around 50 meters away from the home point, and now we're going to tap that new icon on the screen, return to home, and there you'll see land, return to home or update home point. So in this instance we want to hit the update home point, and then we're going to hit controller there. Now you can update the controller or aircraft, and also you'll be able to move around here on the map for a different point, and you'll be able to set the home point that way as well. But in this instance we're just going to update the controller. So we hit controller there, and you can see at the bottom home point updated to the current remote controller location. We'll hit OK.
Home point updated.
And as you can hear there, we've got the prompt of home point updated, and now you can see the yellow H is near me. So that's great. And now I'm just going to walk away from this new home point, and then when I get to the next home point I'm going to hit return to home, and you'll see it come to this yellow home point where I'm waving right now. Then I'm obviously going to stop it because I'm not going to be there. And then I'm going to reposition the home point, and then I'll hit return to home, and you'll see it come back to where I need it to. Here we go. And then after I've done this static testing, we'll do a bit of active tracking testing there, where we draw the green box around the subject, which is me, and I'll walk, but the home point is going to be where we take off still. Again, I'll repeat the process of returning it to home from the original home point, then I'll refresh the home point and bring it back to me. So now I'm going to hit the return to home, and it's going to go back to that yellow H which I refreshed earlier, and then we'll stop it, and then we'll refresh it and let it come back to me. Here we go. Right, so now let's hit the return to home button. I can do that off the remote control here. one short press, one long press.
Return to home.
And you'll see that AI, artificial intelligence tracking, it's going to rise first to the altitude which I set. As you can see there, I've set it at 100 meters. That way when I'm in an urban area, I'm going to clear any buildings. And now you can see the drone is going back to the original home point, which I refreshed earlier, and I'm not there. So I'll let it look down.
Landing.
And as you can see, I'm not there. So now I'll quickly hit the tap to cancel. And now I'm way over here. I'll just use that 7x zoom there. Again, you'll be able to see me waving. And let's just get back to that 1x at 24mm. Right, so now I'm going to refresh and update the home point there. So we'll just hit the home, update home point. We want the controller. We'll hit OK.
Home point updated.
As you can see, I'm prompt home point updated. And now when I double tap the return to home, fingers crossed, it's working. So as you can see now, the drone's coming to the newly refreshed home point. So now I'm just going to draw a box around myself there. We're going to hit active track. We'll leave it from behind as I want it to follow me as I'm walking. And now I'm just going to start walking. And the drone, as you can see, is following me. Now as I'm speaking, we're walking away from that home point. So I'll just keep walking for a little while. I'll pick the pace up a bit, in fact. So now I'll just stop the active track. And now if I hit return to home, it should rise up and go back to its original home point, which it's doing right now. But obviously we don't want that. That's what this video is all about today. So it's going right up there, as you can see. That's going to be going up to 100 meters. And then returning back to its point over there, which is just down there. You can just make out the yellow H. But that's the wrong area, so I'm going to tap cancel return to home. And that's the new point there. I'll just pull it back so you can see. So now you can see the old return to home point, and just top left of the screen, you probably can see me waving. I'd say I'm around 100 meters away. So now let's update that new home point. Again, at the bottom, update your new home point. We want the controller, we hit OK.
Home point updated.
And as quick as that, that's the new home point. So again, we'll hit the return to home.
Return to home.
And as you can see, the drone's refreshed its home point and it's coming straight back to me. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and now that you've just seen the footage, you've got a better understanding of what the new DJI Fly app can bring there. So now this update is going to be great for those people who like to use active track as they're walking around like I've demonstrated today, or if you want to be filming from a car, in a boat, or on a bike there. But I strongly recommend, if you're filming from a boat, always set that home point to the nearest bit of land, because you don't want it coming where that boat is, because you're going to be moving around all the time and it's going to come straight back to where the boat was. It's going to look down and then it's just going to see a blue ocean, and that drone's going to go straight in the drink there. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel, as there's going to be plenty more videos on the horizon. But for now, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and bye for now.